Hey there, I'm Kristin Wood, here with your weekly Kiss from Kristin. Today I want to shine the spotlight on something that I find derails my health and wellness choices that I'm making, and maybe it happens to you. So I want to give you a super simple tip that can keep you on track. And like always, I want to keep everything super simple because we have made weight loss and health so complicated. So we constantly look to the outside for an answer when the answers are inside us. So keep it super simple is what I'm all about. So how many questions do you feel like you got asked yesterday? Did you know that 35,000 is the typical amount of decisions that we make in a day? That's a ton. And it's no wonder that by the time we get to the what's for dinner question, we're done with decisions. You know, maybe you've made good decisions for yourself throughout the day and you grabbed a banana instead of a donut on your way out the door, and you felt like that was a good choice. Maybe that feeling pumped you up and you made a good choice at lunch. You made a healthy decision. But then by the time you get through the whole day and the question comes, what's for dinner? You're exhausted. You've got decision fatigue. It's a real thing. With 35,000 decisions made in a day, of course you're fatigued. So what do you do? What do you do to stay on track? Well, I can't take the decisions away from you. You could maybe limit the access that people have to you to ask questions, but there's still decisions that you're going to have to make every day. But what I have found to be a huge savior for me is meal planning. And it doesn't have to be constrictive in any way. It's just knowing what I'm going to have for dinner is one less decision. I don't have a problem with making the dinner. I just despise having to pick what it's going to be. If someone would just tell me what it's going to be. So I sit down once a month, take like 30 minutes to map out what we're going to have for meals for the month. And then I can mix and match them as I want. But I've got an idea. I've got something that's out there, so I'm not completely having to make a decision. Get your whole family involved. Let everybody pick what's their favorites. I find it super helpful because I can know if I've got something going on in the evening. I know I need a meal that's going to be quicker prep time. Maybe I go with a crock pot meal. You know, I know if I've got more time or we're going to have guests. I know that maybe I need to do something a little more special, or maybe I've got to follow somebody else's food requirements. But it really helps me stay on track with the whole foods lifestyle that I prefer to follow. I don't want to be deprived. I don't want to ever feel like I don't get to eat something, that it's not in my plan. So I follow the whole foods lifestyle, and that lets me feel like I get a treat every once in a while. I can have a piece of bread every once in a while. And I don't want to feel deprived. And maybe you've tried some diet plans that leave you feeling like you're missing out. So maybe the whole foods lifestyle is something you want more information on. I've got an easy transition guide. I'll drop the link for that in the comments so you can go check it out, or not in the comments, in the description of the video, and then you can go check it out if it's something you were curious. Is this a fit for you? Is this going to be good for your family? You know, meal planning also lets me not be making a trip to the grocery store every day. I can plan. I can know what ingredients do I need, and I can go to the store once a week. Once a week is what works for us. I don't want to be buying foods that are going to go bad before we actually use them. So I typically go once a week, And I can see further out if they're running something on sale at the grocery store and I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to need that next week, I can go ahead and grab it and keep on my food budget. So meal planning, what do you think? Is that something that you think would decrease your decision fatigue a little bit? Would it help your family? There you go. A few more questions for you to make a decision about today. But I want to know what you think about it. And if you feel like you've got questions, ask me. If you're trying to decide, is this going to work for you? Let me know what your questions are, and I will give you any feedback that I can. So I hope you take this and run with it and put it into action. And I will be back next week with another kiss from Kristin to help you keep your weight and health journey simple. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.